Homes live here with Bayut. Find your next home. Browse from over 200,000 listings for rent and sale in the UAE. Download the app or visit Bayut.com.
Okay, let's turn our attention now to the property market. Booming as it is, but we're going to get a little bit into the specifics of where you should be investing your money. The focus today, of course, is branded residences, which have seen something of a surge over the last few months, to say the very least. Joined in the studio, I'm delighted to say, by Fibha Ahmed, who's Director of Sales for Dubizzle and Bayut. Fibha, lovely to have you with us again. Are you well?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well indeed. Let's talk about branded residences. Why have we seen such a huge increase in popularity?
UAE real estate, as we all know, this year has been red hot. And what has really made it hot this year is the luxury segment. And there is a niche market for branded residences. Last year, we saw that the offerings that the investors and the end users had doubled. At the beginning of last year, we had only 40 schemes available. Towards the end of last year, it became about 71. And as we speak, we have about 90 residences in the pipeline, which are branded. These are residential projects, and it clearly signifies that there is a massive appetite for people who have the money to dish out, and they want to stand out with the address they live in, the luxury, the comfort, the brand association, and the level of service that they're going to get, not to ignore the price appreciation and the capital gains they make.
So do people really think, quite like Versace clothes, quite want a Versace house?
Absolutely. Why not? The luxury, the style, the ambience. Dubai itself is a brand. You come to Dubai and you want to live a certain lifestyle, and you couple it up with your living space, your investment, where you are living, the address. People want to go for the comfort, not only, but also for the quality, also for the service that they get out of that. And then, of course, build onto the brand equity and the brand reputation that is out there. That gives them comfort that their property is not only safe in the long term and is going to retain value, but also is going to get that appreciation.
Is that an accurate presumption that the sort of the branded element of it gives you an extra safety net? So maybe once this, we're not calling it a boom or a bubble, but once this surge, this tidal wave eases, that your property will be the one that holds its value?
I think it certainly gives you an edge over a regular property or a non-branded residence. You can see it in the price difference between branded and non-branded residences. Branded residences come at a 43% on an average price appreciation. The non-branded residences in some areas in Dubai, you would see about 168% difference in prices of branded versus non-branded. So absolutely, when there is a shift in the market, you also have the leverage of the brand that you're associated with in terms of your real estate, and that is going to provide you with some mattress or the lower ceiling and some comfort in terms of price fluctuation.
Do these branded sort of residences are they only built at the top of the market? Are they only for the super rich?
That is a misconception. While I was looking at some numbers yesterday, I saw that there are some upcoming projects in JVT, JVC, in Creek Harbor. You can get into this segment, Versace, Palazzo Versace in Creek Harbor. You can be an entrant there with a 2-bed coming at a 2 to 3 million dirham price tag. So there's always a starting point, and also there are some mid-segment areas and communities where you have the option of getting onto this trend.
To what sort of level does the branded sort of element go to? Is it the entire fit out, like right down to pillowcases and sheets?
It really depends on what you have signed up for. If you're going for a branded residence, which is related to fashion, it is related to design, then probably you would. Each scheme has its own terms and conditions. If you're going through hospitality route, you would see that they have their signature element very nicely just plugged into the fit outs and the finishing. So it really depends on which project you pick, but that could and is a selling point for all these residences.
Okay, so these branded residences, very popular, of course, both with people who live in the country, but also quite a lot of international buyers who are looking for investment properties. We have just recently had the new corporation tax introduced. Is that acting as any type of brake on non-residents?
Based on the data that we've seen, the high-end market is super hot as we speak, and it continues to grow. Couple it with all the millionaires that are looking to shift. According to a study, there are about 4,500 millionaires that are set to enter the market this year, which is already sitting at about roughly 70,000. I believe the competitiveness of the area in terms of the price of real estate as well as the area it gets you is going to be more favorable, and a 9% tax that might be levied on people who are foreign investors might not deter them from investing into this sector.
I think I must have got the wrong gist on this slightly, because I thought that there had been a sort of special clause, a special exemption that was introduced on property when this corporate tax was first introduced.
Since it's a relatively new introduction in the market, I believe that we have a lot to see in the future. But based on the information that we've seen and come out so far, for residents, yes, the income that you generate from the property is exempted. But for people who are non-residents, there would be a corporate tax of about 9%. It would be only on the rental income that you gain from the property. It is not on the value of the property, but just from the income that you make.
I'm guessing there's a quite easy way out of that, though, right?
Well, we'll see, and the time will tell.
Well, no, you can get a visa. You could get the golden visa, and then
become a resident
and skip the tax altogether. Fantastic to have you join us in the studio, as always. Fibha Ahmed, there, Director of Sales for Dubizzle and Bayut. Thank you so much for your time.